Alright, so in this one I'm going to show you how to play Soulcalibur. The reason why I'm making this a series is because it really is a process, especially depending on what platform you're on. And in this case, I happen to be on PlayStation, which I believe is the worst platform for Soulcalibur. But if anything, what it will do is it will lay premise for all other platforms. If I can show you how to play Soulcalibur under the worst conditions, which is in this case PlayStation, then I can show the whole process. And like I said, it is a process. Now, there's
a merchant ship
unlike other fighting games, Soulcalibur attracts different types of players. But one thing that's kind of unique to Soulcalibur is it attracts a lot of RPG players. These are people that, you know, should be playing Skyrim, you know, The Witcher.
Victory will not come. Battle 2. Fight. Take this.
And when they the thing about them is
victory will not come easily.
The inclusion of them really puts a lot of weight on Soulcalibur.
Destiny.
It's almost like you get the World of Warcraft sort of individual. And for that reason, playing Soulcalibur, unlike any fighting game, is especially difficult. It can also be especially difficult because you're sword fighting and you're not actually doing any form of martial arts or typical brawling.
Battle 1. Fight!
Yo, how does that get a knockdown on a stun? Like, that's crazy. What is that?
Victory will battle started. Fight.
shouldn't have done that.
Victory. Battle 4. Fight!
How could you? Take this! How unfortunate!
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Are you happy to have wasted your life?
So yeah, and then there's things like that. So it's the RPG element that changes the culture. To where if you don't really know what you're really involved with, if you think you're just playing a fighting game and you want to get into it just on the strength of that, and you don't have any RPG background or it's the level, the height of entry is super high.
A merchant ship replete
Even
with
though
riches attracts
it's
more
not
chaos
really
than
high
customers.
in regards of like
Let's see
class,
just how strong I am.
it's just stuff like
You're definitely not my type.
playing opponents
Battle
once.
1. Fight!
This sort of like World of Warcraft spirit to the individual.
Know your place. Yeah.
So with those
Victory
things
goes to
in
the
mind,
last one standing.
in order to play Soul Calibur, you gotta just basically start from scratch. Unfortunately, in Soul Calibur, there is no matchmaking in rank,
Victory will not come easily. It must be
and
seized.
now the game is especially aged. So what you have is a totally like unrestricted, unregulated. I honestly, the matchmaking on this game,
See ya. Care to die? The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
it's just very much the Wild West. So if you're like new and like you don't know what's happening and stuff like that, it's a very much an uphill battle. But with good fundamentals, and your willingness to look at replays, and your willingness to play multiple characters with diligence and consistency, you can get over
In a cursed
the
castle
initial
hall,
hurdle and get
warriors
on the
dance in
other
a
side.
masquerade of death.
And once you get on the other side,
I hope you're
the
ready,
game is
because
extremely easy
here I come.
and it's extremely fun and it's
This is
extremely
my big
light.
moment. I'm in.
But
Battle
the
one.
spirit of the individuals that play this game are really bad. Especially nowadays, and especially on PlayStation, they are really bad. On more Soulcalibur, like native console platforms, the spirit of individuals is better. But
Of destiny.
out here, it's just really, really just nasty and really dirty. So the first part about this is you gotta basically play arcade mode and play ranked.
Battle one. Fight. Battle two. Fight. Here. Run. Take it up. Leave your hope in shreds. Fight.
I'll show you.
Do your call. Do your call. Take it up. This is your fate. Take it up. Let's go. You will die. Take it up. Let's go. Yo, over here. Take it up.
What is happening?
My abyss shall take just as it is written. Battle 4. Fight! Run! Ready? Ready? Call!
What?
Ready? Run! Over here! Apart on you!
Now I'm
Apart on you! Come! Take up!
What? What?
Final battle! Fight! battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Whoops. Oh no. Was that too much for you?
So yeah, I mean, with just like a lot of like real diligence, if you you know, have fighting game, like if you know what it's like to fight, you can really work your way through it. You just gotta really take your time with Soul Calibur, because the thing about Soul Calibur is very slow.
In a cursed castle hall, warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
I hope you're ready, because here I come. This is my big moment. I'm in.
Battle 1. Fight!
And see, the thing about it is, it's not that, like I said, the game really is not that hard to understand or to play. It's just the player base is really bad. Just some really bad people. And you can really underestimate how bad they are, because you would assume because that they're like nerds or because they're like geeks or something like that. And I think that's a real good way to put it. That's one thing about Soul Calibur. There is a real concentration of like geeks and nerds that play role-playing games that also play Soul Calibur. So it changes the fighting spirit, and it really just changes like the fighting player.
A battle of destiny.
And it's something you really got to keep in mind.
Battle 1. Fight!
Get ready. Fight. Hey, leave this place. Huh? See, there. Get ready. Get ready. Fight. Get ready. Fight. Get ready. Fight. See, time to die. Demons, be gone.
Battle 2. Fight!
Leave this place.
Battle
Step things
3.
up.
Fight!
See, there. Die. See. There. Demons, be gone. See. Demons, be gone. Hey. Die.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
The seal is complete.
That's what I mean. Like the player base will do stuff like that. And traditionally through fighting games, you kind of learn from the perspective of like, for you to have experience, you're more like, okay, if I fight this character, you know, 100 times, I'll have all this experience, like I'll know the matchup and stuff like that. In Soul Calibur, because of the player base, you don't have that luxury. These people are not really fighters, they're role-playing game players. So it's like, you beat these people once, they don't want to play you anymore. You know, they'll like close fights and stuff like that are just what they are. With that said, there will be matchups like that where no matter, regardless of your diligence, if you don't understand them, they're going to just be overwhelming to the point where you're not going to be able to learn them. If you compile the fact that you're not going to be able to really play against it frequently enough versus the fact that it's hard to visually understand.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seized. Battle 2. Fight!
I can do this!
A battle of destiny.
You would have to take those type of fights and you would have to really analyze the replay footage. And you have to really like learn whatever the small, you know, nuances of the fight are. You have to learn them at some point because this player base will sit here and literally continually come at you like this.
At least you're...
Battle 1. Fight!
Get ready.
Battle 2. Fight!
Get ready. Slice. Get ready. Slice.
Yo, this is crazy.
Battle
Step things
3.
up.
Fight!
Sick. Time to die. Not good enough.
Yo.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Want to go again?
So yeah, you just gotta just take it from more of a perspective of mastering, because what you'll realize with the player base is because they're not really fighters, once you kind of like understand like the basis of what they're doing, they're pretty much easy to deal with because the game doesn't really have the player base to where they will really understand anything about range. So it's just getting over the hump of dealing with
In a cursed castle
like
hall,
airtight
warriors dance in a masquerade
attack
of death.
patterns,
I'm gonna go all
being
out.
like really like outranked, you know,
This is my big moment.
you,
I'm in.
like you're a beginner, you play against someone
Battle
who's like
1.
at the highest level. So there's really like two aspects of it. There's you playing the character that you play, and then there's you playing against them. And you just gotta focus energy on both aspects of it. It's like in other games, it's more like you could just focus on you playing the character because over time your experience will compound and your skill will increase. But here you're not gonna get that experience. You're not. And I can say that confidently because I've been sort of toying with online, trying to like get a grasp of like where it's at, and I realized that it's the spirit of the player on PlayStation is just really bad. Like Soul Calibur by itself is just one of those like super, because of the RPG culture, it has a level of like nerd in it that other fighting games don't always have. Typically like 3Ds don't usually have. Typically, like to get this type of character, you would have to play a game like Guilty Gear, some like deep anime game. Then you'll start getting like the real like nerdy dudes. But the RPGs is what brings these people here, and they just have this real sort of elitist,
Battle 1.
real like gaming.
Victory will not come. Battle 2. Fight! Victory will not come easily. It must be seized. Battle
started.
Fight! Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle 4. Fight!
You know, I mean, the fact that it whiffs that way is just so
Claim
lame.
victory and
Look at
bask
this.
in the glory.
So yeah, you know, you play as solid as you can, and you just basically approach the game like an RPG, to where it's just kind of like another thing too is like you don't really have combos either. So I mean, there are combos, but they're not really combos. They're combos, but they're not combos like any other arcadey sort of combo. It's like things connect if done in proper sequence. So the way you sort of like play Soulcalibur is you just sort of work on your character to get your character to the level that it needs to be. So, for example, you may play against someone that's an RPG player. Like, for example, that dude right there. You could basically say this dude was like you could say he was like an average C level. So you just got to get yourself up to like C level with the character. The thing about it is, though, this player base is really lame. Like, for example, don't be surprised if they sit there and counterpick you literally forever.
Believe in your...
This is why...
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Am I even using these right? Well, I won.
Battle 3. Fight!
Enough.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Oh, what do you know? I just won.
Yeah, and so you just got you know, cronies like that. And so you just gotta basically just play like an RPG, like, you know, play each person like they're supposed to be some sort of RPG player. And when you approach the game from that perspective, then you kind of more have an understanding of it. You could sit there and play people in lobbies, but the culture is not to where, you know, there's always more than meets the eye. You know, you don't really know the status of these people. Like I said, these people can be RPG. These people are RPG like.
I hope you're ready.
You know, there'll be like some people sitting at the village, you know, sparring or something like that in their mind. And here you come, and then they want to sit there and be like super serious and stuff like that. They leave the lobby, you know, they don't want to show their skills. And so what it's done to Soulcalibur is it's just made it to where now they're sitting here just whacked out on just basic experience. And this is most likely because
Battle 2. Fight.
you know, it's not like this on every platform. On more Soulcalibur native platforms, it's way better. Like, for example, if Soulcalibur was on Nintendo, it would be crazy. And it's primarily because you have like the Smash Brothers crowd, which is just more advantageous to Soulcalibur. And it's things like that that change the nature of the player base. If the platform is gonna have people that like play, you know, RPGs, then you're gonna get more of that RPG, that centric type of player. And just like in RPGs where they have like these wild battles, and you know they use potions, and you know they got the, you know, their sword to like level 50 and all this other stuff. This is sort of the nature of these people that you're dealing with.
The battle is over. Show
So the
respect for
approach
the fallen
to
who fought so
playing it
bravely.
is different. You gotta really sort of just work on just doing all the most basic stuff against the computer, and then just do that against regular people. And you have to approach it from the perspective of just having really strong defense. Because playing online and the way that the lag sort of interferes with things, you could be playing up against someone, this person do some stuff, and you know, you sit here trying to use reflexes and stuff like that. These people are sitting here buffering these attacks.
The desire for power leads the warriors to the arid desert.
And this is extremely common from RPG players.
Do not delude yourself, thou wretched fool.
They sit over here buffering stuff out, doing like
You plebeian.
so yeah, you have to just get over certain things with characters. Sometimes characters will do a series of attacks which are very difficult to deal with. And most characters have a series of attacks where it's happening. And if you pay attention, a lot of RPG players really rely on these things. And this is the reason why you have to really more so rely on replay data. And this is also the reason why you won't really get a lot of rematches.
This will hurt.
Now, in their mind, they see that as, I mean, from an RPG perspective, that's
Fight to your
basically it.
last
Battling around.
Ring. Fight.
But once you get past dealing with that type of player, then that's basically when you got over the learning curve and you can actually really just play and it's really fun and stuff like that. It's just dealing with those type of players, it forces you to do a lot of learning way up front. And so this is why when you play against the computer, you know, it's all good. I mean, and this is also the reason why you don't want to play against people, because you just don't know what people are on.
Destiny.
You don't want to make a name for yourself in Soul Calibur. You want to just get to the point where you can win. And see, dealing with matchups like this, you're going to have to learn the technology the hard way.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
I'm gonna go all out.
I swear I will tear you apart.
Battle 1. Fight.
Be gone. Submit. Scream for me. Scream for me. Enslaved. Behave.
Ring out. Victory will not come. Battle 2. Fight.
Submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already. Enslaved. Enslaved. Another prisoner to the thorns.
What?
Just getting started.
Fight.
Enslaved.
Are you ready?
Enslaved. Be gone.
Now I'm
That was just hilarious how this man straight got out the way. Yo, this man really got out of the way.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen.
This
who
man
fought
really
so
got out of
bravely.
the way though.
There's no
This
room
man
for
was up
fear in
against the
my
wall.
soul.
He just got hit. And I'm over here, and this man get out of the way. See, exactly. So it's just stuff like that where what it basically translates into is you have to basically play these characters and you have to really learn the ins and outs of these things. On the bright side, the game, the average character in the game doesn't really have a lot of moves to really deal with. Play styles can be very difficult for these type of for people to really develop. So you don't have to worry about too much versatility, but you do really need to be able to understand how to deal with those things. Like this fool really, I'm sitting over here grounded halfway across the screen, rolling around, getting attacked.
Power leads the warriors
then all of a sudden I have to auto get up, only to get counter hit into something that started an entire new juggle.
Do not delude yourself.
You have to really understand the ins and outs of those situations to get around them.
Fight.
And then dealing with those opponents is much easier. It's just unfortunate how nowadays the player base is so anti-learning to where it's like you really have to play characters on your own. It's unfortunate.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Battle 2. Fight.
Wow.
Does that hurt? Does that hurt?
Is that it?
A battle of destiny.
But the thing about Soul Calibur is really slow. So that's like the one good thing it has going for it.
Battle 1. Fight.
My sword. Enslaved.
This is just fucking stupid.
Behave.
Battle 2. Fight.
Come on now. Be gone. Enslaved.
Come on with this.
Enslaved. Be gone.
Look at this.
Battle
Started.
Fight.
She.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
My old life is dead to me.
Yeah. They will literally sit there and do that. And the worst thing about it is the fact that there's no matchmaking, which is, it kind of, I don't know. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they had to do it, given the fact that there's such a small player base.
The desire for power leads the warriors to the arid desert.
I'm gonna go all out.
Do not delude yourself, thou wretched fool.
Battle 1. Fight.
Pathetic. Tia! Well now. Hey!
Oh, but yeah, it's unfortunate nowadays. Like, it's really bad nowadays. Like, I remember growing up and playing Soul Calibur, and it used to be kind of, it wasn't too bad, like, in the beginning. You know, it was always kind of sparse. It wasn't too bad. Soul Calibur, once Soul Calibur 5 came out, it just got kind of weird, and then now it's really bad. Now I know a lot of it has to do with platform though. And you know, I came from Xbox, so it's better on Xbox. And from what I've seen, it's the best on PC. But PlayStation is really like just knack.
Stand, fight to your last breath.
You know, like it's just the PlayStation guys. You know what I'm saying? So then on top of that, you know, you have the network. You know.
Claim victory and back.
Oh, what do you know? I just won.
So yeah, you gotta kind of like just work out, you know, your game and, you know, iron your game out really well and get your defense up really well. And just get ready to focus and, you know, play strong.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
I can't run away.
Aha! Enough talk. Let's fight.
Battle 1. Fight!
How's that?
Battle 2. Fight!
It's over.
Battle 3. Fight!
I can do this. Bastard! My turn. I won't die. Gotcha.
I won't run. Not now.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Oh, you hear my guy
I guess
scream?
this means I'm the best.
So yeah, you just get your game, you know. You just really strengthen it out. Now, a lot of them play the good old-fashioned way. A lot of them play for a very long
warriors to
time.
the arid desert.
And if you try to play that way,
I'm gonna
you
go
will be a
all
jabroni
out.
for a very long time.
Do not delude yourself, thou
But
wretched fool.
it's also in this same regard that that's the reason why they play so scarce like they do. So it's like if you really want to play, you just gotta work on everything.
Victory.
Battle 2. Fight. You clever.
A battle of destiny. Believe in your power and reach for victory.
Move, chill out.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight! Victory will not come easily. It must be seized. Battle 3. Fight! Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle started.
Fight!
Incoming. Get blown away. I won't run. Not now. Strike.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought
Oh
so
my
bravely.
goodness.
Obviously I won.
But yeah, the reason the game is like this now is because the player base no longer really is even really there anymore. It's unfortunate. There used to be a time when there was a big player base. Like for Soul Calibur to really play well, you need to have a really big player base, and unfortunately, the game is notorious for having, you know, really super niche player bases. Just like any fighting game, but it's like small fighting games especially have this extremely niche player bases. And the less native the platform, the smaller the player base, and this is where we're at now
I hope
with
you're
these
ready,
freaking jabronis.
because here I come.
Let me show you my blade's beauty. Battle 1. Fight! You plebeian!
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 2. Fight!
A battle of destiny. Believe in your power and reach for victory.
I'll show you the way of the Lin Shang Su.
Don't cry when you lose.
Battle 1. Fight!
Come on!
Come on.
Sing! Sia! Du! Tia! Skaha! Tonya! Hey, sing! 3! Not quite. Could this be? Take Stay down! Shoot! Soria! Soria! Tia! Stay down! Tia! Come on! Come on! Come on! You need
Battle getting started.
fight! Tonia! Should it be like this, Shanglin?
Yeah, all of that was off of a failed
Show
run.
respect for
That's another thing too. With the way the network is, it's also especially difficult. And it's especially easy to get caught up in that simple bullshit that they do. Just get caught up in all that off of one counter hit. It's really interesting. You would think because the game is slower that the network would be able to manage better, but it's almost like
the desire for
just
power
as slow
leads
as
the
the network
warriors to
is,
the arid desert.
just as slow as the game is, the network manages to be even slower.
Do not delude yourself, thou wretched fool. Battle 1. Fight!
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 2. Fight! Battling around. Fight! A battle of destiny.
Believe in
This play.
Battle 1. Fight!
No! Enslaved.
Battle 2. Fight!
No escape.
Yo, this is crazy. And then the lag be so crazy.
The battle
Yo,
is
that
over.
lag was
Show
so
respect for the fallen who
crazy.
fought so bravely.
That's crazy. From the moment that I let go of the block, I pressed B, and you see how long it took for the character just to simply just let go of the block and press B. This freaking person sat there and did like 20 steps. And see, playing against stuff like that, what it really is it's really kind of like, it's unfortunate, but it's stuff like that that really is the reason why the player base is the way it is. These people learn, like, you know, series of attacks with characters like Ivy and stuff like that, and they will literally sit there and do that.
The desire for power leads the warriors to the arid desert.
And a lot of it really is sort of like, it's frame trapping and stuff like that, and if you don't really know what's happening, you know, then you get caught up in that stuff, you lose.
Battle of destiny.
So you gotta really like get your fundamentals like really strong, so you can just do simple stuff like run up and just kick someone and like win. It just takes a lot of effort because these people do a lot of stuff. As you can see, and so it's what it becomes is it just
Believe
becomes
in
a
your
matter of
power
like
and reach for victory.
achieving stability and then like playing from basic stability. But they really spend a lot of effort. They spend a lot of effort trying to keep you off tilt, because that's pretty much what their game is when it comes to attack training. So yeah, you have to take your time, literally, just like that. You really have to take your time. What in the freaking world? Like, sometimes the hitbox just stays out there so long.
Victory. Final battle. Fight.
Now I'm strike.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
And see, that's what happens when you're able to sort of get a grasp of their attack patterns. Then it's like that's when you kind of more or less start to play the game. And once you're able to play, the more you're able to play the game and you're able to see the game for what it is, the more fun it is. It's just you have to learn all these. You got to learn a lot of these little simple, like pestering, series of attack in order to break a RPG player down. That's sort of like the counter to an RPG spirited player is just basically getting past their common series of attacks that they constantly throw out and they live and die by. The same thing could be said for like an anime fighter,
The desire for power
players
leads
that
the
like
warriors
playing
to the arid
with anime
desert.
characters, players that like also
I
playing
hope
with
you're
like
ready,
boss
because
characters.
here I come.
You just get past
me show
their
you
series of
my
attacks that are
blade's
just so
beauty.
devastating and hard
Battle
and
one.
unfair.
Fight.
And you start putting them in situations where it's uncomfortable for them, and then that whole entire game will break down because you'll see that like they really rely on setting up the same setups over and over and over. And so you have to really thoroughly learn the game and kind of more or less work through a lot of your
Battle two. Fight. What's wrong?
A battle of destiny.
Another thing about an RPG player too is with very, very strong fundamentals, you can also wear them down. You just got to be comfortable doing little to no damage.
Okay.
Don't cry.
Battle one. Fight.
See, this guy he has it. You know what I mean? Like, this is it right here. Look at this. It's going to be non-stop.
Battle two. Fight.
Out of the way.
Look at that.
I missed. See. Going somewhere. See it.
And see that right? These are like the series of attacks. You know, because you can't get up.
Fight.
Look at this. No break.
Too fast for you?
How do you get invincibility training? Like, get the fuck out of here. And so as you can see, you know, you just struggle to get through any of the command lists because you just constantly being put under this brigade.
Unless you want it down. Give it up.
And this is really what their game is.
Okay.
Battle one. Fight.
Out of the way.
Goodness.
Battle 2. Fight.
You're mine.
Going somewhere? Here you go. Not back. Not back. Out of the way.
Battle
Getting started.
fight.
Out of the way. Come on. See.
And so yeah, with them you also have to keep you gotta keep your offense really like together,
Show respect for the fallen.
because what they do is they memorize like responses to like certain offense, so that, and then they go based off that, they go straight back into their offense where they hit you with this series of attacks. So this is why you got to keep your offense really, you got to keep your offense kind of together and strong. Like that was a situation, couldn't do anything. Now when it comes to like playing characters and like figuring stuff out, you got to basically kind of like, look at it from the perspective of like the lowest hanging fruit is basically the best place to start, and that's really where you gotta go with it.
Go all out.
Am I gonna sit here and play Maxi and do that bullshit? Probably not.
Battle 1. Fight.
Let us begin. Is that it?
Victory goes to the last one standing. Battle 2. Fight.
What's wrong?
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battling around.
Fight.
Is that it? Let us begin.
Now I'm
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
I guess this means I'm the best.
Warriors cross swords beneath.
On mission.
Battle 1. Fight. Battle of Destiny. Believe in your power.
I'm gonna go. I won't be beaten. So
Battle 1. Fight! Stand. Battle 2. Fight!
where are you going? See ya! Taya! You jerk! No, where are you going? Taya! Fly! Started.
Fight!
Where are you going? Now I'm mad.
What is happening? And then the natural hits are just so crazy.
Claim victory and
Like,
Won't lose, Father.
you get hit with one of those shots, then all of a sudden all three of them hit. Like, come on. But yeah, I just kind of blanked out on the inputs. The problem, another thing about them, I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, they typically are going to challenge just about everything.
the gaze of the ancient gods.
So you got to kind of be even more airtight with what you do. You can't really just like do stuff and then just be hanging out, because they're always going to be contesting. And if you don't have any defense, then you're always going to get hit. You're going to get hit a lot.
Believe.
Don't.
Battle 1. Fight!
You jerk! You lost!
Victory.
Battle 2. Fight!
Victory will not come easily. It must be...
Battle 4. Fight!
What the fuck? Oh.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
That felt good.
Yo, I got XP for losing that fight.
Warriors cross swords
A battle
in the
of
days of the
destiny.
ancient gods. Believe in your power and reach for victory.
Battle 1. Fight!
to the last one standing.
Just getting started.
Fight!
Where are you going? Tail! You jerk! Where are you going? Tail down! You jerk! Where are you going? Here you go! I got it! Yawn! Where are you going? Here you go!
Get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna be now! Tail!
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Here you go! How about training at Sangdojang?
But yeah, I can say that confidently because I've been playing Soul Calibur for a good amount of time, and I mean, typically when it comes to late game, it's always difficult to win. Like after a game has kind of run its course of newness, and it just kind of gets into that sort of older than 5 year point, it typically will get way harder to win. But I mean, the rate of how stale the people play, it's just kind of just whack. I mean, it is what it is though.
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
I'm gonna go all out.
Because in the end, people have to
Mission is what
win.
matters, not
But you just gotta get yourself to a point where you're not like
Battle
experimenting on the fly. Like I'm still.
Sure. Despair. Take this. Battle 2. Fight. Despair. Despair.
A battle of destiny.
Man.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
Okay, let's get this started.
Don't cry when you lose.
Battle 1. Fight! Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Then it's like you get a fight that's where you're not like overmatched by a million fold, and then the connection is always super laggy.
Victory goes to the last one standing. Battle 3. Fight!
like it.
Victory goes to Battle 4. Fight!
Hi! Brace yourself.
The battle is over.
You
Show
finally
respect
get
for
a
the
match where
fallen
you
who
can
fought
just
so
sit here and
bravely.
like play half decent, and then next thing you know, it's
Oh,
like
no.
one bar.
Was that too much for you?
So yeah, I mean, in a whole like synopsis, this is really why you can't really take PlayStation really serious. Like,
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
I'm gonna go all out.
My mission is what matters, not you.
Battle 1. Fight!
and you see what I'm saying? It's like here you are with this super lag, and then you have this opponent that just wants to have that just happens to have a play style that's just so conducive to that in situation. This fool is BBBing, you know, AAAing, KKKing, you know what I mean?
Fight to your last breath.
Just mashing out buttons and constant attacks.
2. Fight!
And this is when you fight someone that's not like level super S. So this is the type of environment that you're really in. And the truth of the matter is, that other person, 90%, like 60, 70% of the time, just forget about the lag. They're pretty much in the same place you're in. They're just kind of like at the beginning. And so you have to distinguish yourself from that. And the only way you can distinguish yourself from that is by actually knowing how to play. Those will be the type of players that will learn a series of attacks, and you know when they do start to win, they'll only play people once, and they'll be the RPG jabronis just the same as the ones that are higher levels than this person.
Battle 1. Fight! stand. Fight to your last breath.
Look at this. And see, this is the thing about it. There'll be times when you'll be sitting here like thinking that it's all you, and it's not. This is really them, and this is what I'm talking about. Like that's the type of stuff that they do. This is really what they are, and they'll be just RPG players. An RPG player that has a low level is like being a homeless person in the street in their world. So they don't mind like being like mad dirty and doing a whole bunch of just stupid stuff like that. You'll be sitting here thinking to yourself like, are these people really like lagging you out? And they really are. All because they know they're gonna lose or something crazy like that. These consequentially, these will be the same sort of like beginners and
Warriors
stuff like that
swords
in player match.
the ancient gods.
They'll be the same people in player match. These will be the same people that will sit there and leave the lobby as soon as you you know what I mean, you get in the lobby, all of a sudden these people will be gone. It's just to say that this is the spirit of these individuals, and this is the reason why you have to really especially
and reach
play.
for victory.
Just work on yourself fundamentally.
Ah, this'll be easy.
Aha! Enough talk. Let's fight.
Battle 1. Fight!
Bring it! Yeah! Yeah! Come on now. Ready? Yeah.
Like, just lagging the hell out.
Victory. Battle 2. Fight!
Ready? Bring it! Just die! Come on!
Your TV's all freaking screen fluttering. You can't see nothing.
Getting started.
Fight!
These fools moving around like it's freaking 1988.
Come on now!
Come on with this.
Just die! Ready?
Just all lag. Just all lag.
Battle 4. Fight!
Now I'm mad.
Let's have some fun! Just die! What? Just die! Die! Die!
Direct strike.
Just die! Ready? Just die! Ready? Ready? Soria! I'm the best! Come on! Soria! What? How's this? Yeah! Yeah! Here you go.
Yo, and then this freaking Brave Edge reversal bullshit is just
The
so
battle is
crazy.
over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
There's more where that came from.
Anyways.
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods. A battle of destiny.
This is the one sort of drawback, like relative to like Tekken. It's like on Tekken, at least you know that there's always going to be like a steady flow of people that you can just play against. On here, it's like these people just be some straight up wanko wonkos, and that's all there is. And they be all sparse. And these fools be fully equipped with lag switches, all types of attack patterns.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
Okay, let's get this started.
Aha! Enough talk. Let's fight.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Come on, I cannot freaking move.
Battle 3. Fight! victory and bask in the glory.
It's not easy being beautiful.
A battle of destiny.
Oh man, these players are so whack.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
What? Battle
1. Fight!
You're no threat! Sa! Soya! Ka! Dia! Doria! Soria! Soria! Forfeit! Dia! 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 Yo! Die! Sa! Soya! Ka!
Come the fuck on. And then it's like you get ahead and all of a sudden you hit this huge lag spike.
Fight! What is this? Say! Dia! Oh! Two! Da! Ka! Da! Soria! Say! Two! Soria! Sa! Yo! Soria! Say! Ka! Dia! Da! Ka! Doria! Soria! Forfeit! Oh! Da! Soria! Two! Da! Sa! What's this?
Bring out!
battle
3. Fight!
Soria! Say!
Now I'm
Ka! Dia! Da! Ka! Ka! Say! Da! Dia! Da! Ka! Da! Soria! Soria! Weak. Sa! Da! Oh! Die! Da! Soria!
KO. Battle
getting
4
started.
Fight!
Ka! Yo! You're no threat! Da! Da! Dia! Doria! Soria!
You're playing.
Da! Soria! Da! Two! Sa! Soria!
What?
Soria! Ka! Yo! Oh! Die! Two! Die! Da! Ka! Yo!
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
You are powerless before me.
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
I hope you're ready.
My mission is
Battle 1. Fight!
This will hurt. Leave. Take this. Scarlet Flame.
Victory will not come easily. It must be seen. Battle 2. Fight!
Take this. What? This will hurt.
Stand. Fight to your last breath. Battle
Started.
Fight!
Surely not. Be erased. Scarlet Flames. What?
Victory goes to the last one standing. Battle 4. Fight!
Scarlet Flames. What?
Bring out!
Surely not.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
You should be pleased I saw you as a threat.
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze.
My
Battle 1. Fight!
Surely. Going in. No mercy. This will hurt. Take that. It's over.
Victory goes to the last one standing. Battle 2. Fight!
What?
Battle 3. Fight!
Scarlet Sleeve!
Take this!
Yeah!
Try this! Okay!
This will hurt. Feel my blade. It can't be! You made it! This will hurt. Feel my blade. Huh? It can't be!
Eat this!
Battle 4. Fight!
Oh!
This will hurt. How about this?
Now I'm
Naive! Swords united!
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Oh, what do you know? I just won.
If it's
Battle 1. Fight!
Does that hurt?
Victory will not.
Battle 2. Fight!
Does that hurt?
Battle
Go all out!
3. Fight! Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Whoops! Oh no! Was that too much for you?
Blood, flesh, and souls are offered to the gods amidst deathly chant.
Enough.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight! Battle 3. Fight! battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
I really hope that I can get away now.
So yeah, I mean it's basically the way you have to play it. It's really unfortunate though because it's really a drag to have to play so many characters and to learn like so much bullshit. Like it almost makes it to where it's like nowadays to play a fighting game, it's like more. It's like I remember when fighting games, like when I first migrated to fighting games, I just was kind of tired of, you know, the whole shooting situation. And I remember when I migrated to fighting games, initially I felt like I felt kind of lonely. I was like, wow, this is interesting because it's like here you are playing, you know, a game online, and it's just kind of more or less you. I mean, you could have some people that you kind of like talk to. But it's just more or less you. And that was like way back in like Tekken 6, you know, so that was like damn near 7 years ago. Nowadays, it's even worse than what it was before. Because you can't even get like good fights anymore. And I know a lot of it has to do with the fact of I'm playing on PlayStation. But these people are such hardcore losers. Like sometimes you can be such a loser. It tells a greater story when the average person is such a hardcore loser. You know, it just tells a bigger story. It means that in order for losers to really condense to that degree, you know, lowlifes to really like sit there and really like lock a game down, it just means that like there's not a lot of good things going on. There's not a lot of people like, you know, playing cool. There's not a lot of people. I mean, and that's just basically what's happening. Like you still sit here. These people won't even have no type of wins. They'll be sitting here lag switching, rage quitting, you know, all sorts of wild, total toxic, negative stuff.
The memories of ancient battles slumber, eternally unknown.
I'm gonna go all out.
Very well. Battle 1. Fight.
You never get a decent fight, and then you finally get one and it's all super laggy. I mean, it's just the equivalent of just like...
Still fighting. Battle 2. Fight.
Payback.
I'm not done.
This will hurt.
Step.
Battle 3. Let us fight.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Oh, what do you know? I just
It's just so
won.
common now where it's like you don't even, like a lot of these people, you gotta mow
Congratulations.
through them. Like you don't even fight them, you mow through them. You just sit there and you use basic offense, and then they sit there and they keep sitting here trying to force out these series of attacks. They keep trying to force, they don't a lot. It's wild because there'll be times when these people won't even be blocking at all. Like you'll sit there, you'll hit them like 4 times in a row, no block, and they'll just be constantly mashing out the same direction with the same attack. And it's for this reason that you have to really be proficient at like whatever it is you're doing. You have to be able to answer whatever challenges, they're going to sit there and try to challenge stuff. So you got to figure out ways to just deal with traps as well. And so they sit there, they do their little frame traps. You sit here, you learn how to do your little frame traps. And what will happen is, if they are going to have a chance at beating you at that point, they'll have to learn how to actually truly play. But the challenge to this is, and this is the reason why you don't want to get yourself too excited with this, is the fact of these people are truly RPG players. So they'll sit there and they may memorize things that you do, but that's not going to particularly change their offensive strategy. Their defense will last all of half a second. So it's really on you, just basically to be able to create situations where you're able to sort of carry things over for over half a second. The only thing about it is you got to really have your defense together, you know what I mean? And you got to sit here and really grind these fools down. These fools will be counterpicking. These fools will only fight you once. These fools will be rage quitting, and then next thing you know, you'll have a tremendous amount of lag, all sorts of crazy stuff like this. You over here playing these people will be A rank. What this means is when you end up finding yourself playing against these people, and they're like A rank and S rank and all this other stuff like that, what that means is whatever character that they're beating you with, because typically they are going to be beating you in a very rapid fashion, probably using trap after trap, move after move. This is how these people get to these levels. So what it translates to is you having to really play these characters and figure out this little simple bullshit. But the reason why you have to do it as opposed to before when you didn't have to do it is because you don't have the player base to develop the experience from. You don't have a lot of like low level people playing these characters. They sit over here, they learn certain patterns, they get over a certain hump, and then they sit there and they just do that. They do that all day, you know what I mean? And then they sit there and rank themselves up. They fly through the ranks with this stuff. So it's like if you're gonna sit here and you're gonna get in the game and you're gonna get anything out of it, and when you have a player base like that, it means that you just really just gotta sit here and you gotta literally master characters, whether it be one by one, whatever you're kind of like up against, whatever it is that they see. At this state, you just basically have to almost learn in reverse. They'll sit there and they'll press you out doing whatever it is that they do. You have to learn how to do these things, and you just sit there and do them to other people and see how they react and see how they deal with it. You learn basically how the hitboxes are, where they're at, and then you basically just have to manage it that way. And you just the more the little situations you're able to compile, you'll realize that they'll sit there and they'll try to find new situations. They'll use different characters. You may have thought they weren't counterpicking you until you realize you start winning. Then all of a sudden they start using like specific characters and trying to use similar strategies. And so it's unfortunate that, you can't really sort of like, work your way through it and like slowly develop and stuff like that. But these fools, they realize at some point when you are a real fighter and you're able to learn and develop, and then they basically realize that they have to like overwhelm you and do a whole bunch of crazy, bogus, spammy tactics. in order to really sort of like dampen the mood and, you know, continue that bullshit on. So what it translates to is them just putting up this big huge wall up front, this real steep learning curve that you have to basically hurdle over before you can even basically get to the basic of the game. But it's just this is what they'll do. They'll sit here and rush you down with this bullshit. And see, the thing about it is, you'll also think that like these people play against each other, and in reality they don't. These people play against specific people, because this is how much wackos they are, and this is the reason why they fight the way they do. They're not fighting like people playing fighting games. They're fighting like people just like desperate to win, you know, just straight up grease. You know what I'm saying? Just do whatever, just to the death, like. And this is the reason why when you go in a player match, all of a sudden these people will sit there, quit out of the lobbies. So this is the reason why you kind of need like a specific sort of like reinforcement on how to approach Soulcalibur. Because if you sit there and try to approach it just like some regular person, and you just try to slow play it, you'll find yourself, it'll be hard. You'll be hard pressed finding a situation where you'll ever have a chance of winning. These people are wackos. A lot of them are elitists. A lot of them are straight up Hermans. You know, a lot of them are jabronis. A lot of these people are henchmen. They run around in little bitch ass groups, kissing each other's ass, and they basically have a predetermined hierarchy where who's better than who and who's not. And then as that hierarchy breaks, these people come up and do a whole bunch of weirdo, nerdo drama. But these people will literally take it to levels that you don't even know about. So it's like, you know, in reality, nobody is a part of that. That right there is the RPG crowd, the World of Warcraft type of people. And you'll see them if you actually look at tournament play. You'll look at these people. These people will be, you know, run of the mill, because you won't even basically you won't even be able to distinguish them from any of the other people like them, because they all basically look the same. They'll look like they're totally out of touch with the world. They'll be totally out of shape. They'll look like just some straight up, you know, E=MC², and they'll talk like a bunch of anal, you know, and they'll talk in a way to where you know they're so anal over, you know, the most simplest, you know, phrases and technology. They'll be all wacko and nardy and stuff like that. And see, the thing about it is, there's a different, and they'll be dorks. They won't even be like particularly like nerds, whereas nerds have education. These people will be stupid. And this is the reason why they act so insignificant and so disgraceful. This is truly who they are. So it's like, unfortunately, this is the landscape that we're at when it comes to Soulcalibur. It wasn't always that way. You just basically gotta look at it like the good old days are gone. These people are just dark and nasty and disgusting, and you just basically look at it like you're basically just grinding through the dungeon, basically. These people they're always going to try to blitz. They're always going to try to do whack stuff. They're always going to try to lag you out. You're just fighting through the freaking dungeon. And unfortunately, you got to master things. You got to be airtight. You just play however you can play, and then, you know, you do with that what you will. But one thing, you know, to definitely keep in mind is that, you know, you're basically starting from scratch, and you're just starting with these people way above your head, and that's just what it is. That doesn't mean that you got to be out here losing and stuff like that, or just, you know, mashing stuff out. You still have to push through these fools and beat them. And just take note of the traps, because that's what these fools, they rely on, because that's the only edge they have over you when they're sitting here doing these stupid ass attack patterns. Another thing about this too is, you will have to deal with getting over the initial learning curve, and it's going to be steep, unfortunately. So with that in mind, you have to take your time and enjoy the process, and that's the reason why you play against the computer. You just go ahead, play arcade mode, and you just basically just figure things out fluidly through the computer, because sitting here trying to do things on real life people is just way harder when these people are running through, they're sitting there constantly mashing stuff out. This is how you play Soul Calibur. So anyway, this is part one. As I sort of go through the phases with this stuff, I'll make more parts, but this is where we're at. Right now, I got like 4 characters that I'm like decent with. And it's just one of these things where it's like, because of the way the game is, you can't really, I can't sit here and think that I'm going to play 100 more maxi, or 50 more maxis, and I'll be able to consistently beat these people. You have to not only be able to beat them, you have to be able to beat them consistently. And if you're losing to things you just don't recognize, in that case you have to pick up those characters and you have to play them. And that's what like create a character is for. So now just on my short list, just based on what happened today, it's like, okay, now you got to sit here and make a freaking Zazamel and a freaking Maxi. Now you got to sit here and actually play Ivy, because based on the way that I lost, these are the things that need to be done in order to beat those people consistently. There's no matchmaking. The player base is what it is. And that's just the end of that. So this is the reason why you gotta really have a bigger, more serious approach. And last but not least, you don't want to put too much equity in these things, because it's really just going to be, it's really a matter of time, unfortunately. As much as you would like to be able to sit here and grind it out, I've gone through Soul Calibur with the approach of grinding, just playing it through and just going with the flow and just seeing how things go and just trying to do whatever it is that you do. You'll be playing for 5 years doing that, and they'll still be doing the same bullshit. You'll still be getting blitzed. They'll still be sitting there, copping you up in lag traps. It doesn't matter how many of these people you befriend and all this other stuff. So you don't really put too much equity in it, but you just do have to just stick with the due diligence. It's like, yeah, I lost fights today, and yeah, I didn't stay on top or ahead. I guess you could say like my win to loss ratio was negative, but there were fights that I did win, and I didn't know any sort of combos or anything. I just basically just stuck with just basic stuff that I'm just learning dealing with the computer. And so you just stay diligent doing things like that, and the longer you keep that up, the sooner you'll get over that initial hump. Once you get over the hump, it's pretty much smooth sailing. The game, it feels like a Nintendo game, and then you can go back to having a good, hunky-dory time. But just in the beginning, you just gotta learn so much with these people, because they really will do this stuff nonstop. And so yeah, that's it for this one.